Hello and welcome back. Today we are continuing with the Fanhome Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Megazord. We are now officially at part 100 and we are starting on the Tyrannosaurus's tail. This is our final Zord for building before we complete the project. So without further ado, let's get to it. It is building time. So here we have the first part of the tail, which is made of an ABS plastic. There's some really nice moulded detail throughout on the tail sections. That's definitely something that's been nice with all of the Zords, is that there is that moulded detail throughout. The tail pieces out I'm looking for are screws. So there is 4 screws. So we need to get the tail end pieces, and we're starting at the base of the tail, and these two clip together. No, we're supposed to insert the tail tip. Do we have a tail tip? Ah, there it is. Nearly missed that. That's hiding under some of the other clips. And that should just sit in the end of the tail like so. Of course, once again, that doesn't really show up on the pictures. And then we should just be able to fit these two together. He says, maybe. There we go. That looks a little odd, but it is what it is apparently. That does look odd, I don't think. Anyway, we then need parts 108 and 9, which are the two smaller parts of the tail. These go under like that, supposedly, and this one comes over like that. And these should, in theory, just press down onto each other. Yes, and we will get an articulation at that point in the tail. Little surprised there isn't any rubber washers or the bushels as they refer to them as. We do need 1 screw to hold this in place. Next up is the mid section of the tail, which is this one, and we need this clip here. So that will go underneath with the tail coming to connect there, supposedly. Yeah, tail will connect there. This will come sit here. Between the left side of the tail and the right side of the tail piece of the Tyrannosaurus, place the connecting block and the end of the final tail segments as shown in the picture and secure the assembly. I don't quite understand where this is supposed to fit or for what purpose it has. Oh, I messed something up. This is definitely a bigger section. Supposed to just I see. So that goes over here. That really wasn't clear. I don't know what this is for. Oh, I see. Oh, that's a really nice touch. So you get this block here. This has to go over this peg here, and I think this will eventually rotate round and be the connecting piece for connecting the tail to the back of the Zord when you're transforming it. The fact that it rotates away and hides is actually a nice touch, and something I really was not expecting. That is a really cool little feature there. Yeah, that I like. That's cool. Another screw. Another screw. That one done. You can see here we've got segmented sections for the tail, so we can get some nice movement and posability out of that. My downside is that I would have maybe liked these to have been on ball joints, so you could have got a left and right movement as well. Then final section, which is this one. So with this one, you want the peg to line up with the hole here, and then this bit here should line up here. So essentially you've almost got a ratchet joint. Yeah, and you can feel that rubbing against that. That'll obviously that is that piece. You can really feel that ratcheting around on there and get the up and down. So you can get the tail posed accordingly. And then we need the other screwdriver because this one's quite a deep piece. There we go. There we have our tail. Get the spare screw out of the way. And now we can do some cover pieces. So doesn't mention anything about glue, so hopefully these will hold in quite nice and firmly. These pieces fit onto the tail end. It should just line up and push in. Nice snap fit. Oh, there we go. Still think that tail nub looks weird. Maybe it is. I'm gonna have to go back and look at some pictures and things and see how well these compare up with the on-screen Zords. There we go. So that is part 100 done. Next up is 101. We're continuing with our tail. For all of our various plates. The main feature is just the pack of screws there. So with this one, we're once again fitting our tail end. This piece fitting much like the last one, so we've got a bit of a ratchet joint there. This one fitting over. Should just push together. We've got a nice ratchet joint there. Get rid of that spare screw. Bring in our screwdriver. That's that done. Then we start fitting our covers. So one, two, three, three, 4, 5. So all of these only fit on one way, like so, and our tail is nearly complete, I believe. I think we've just got the one more part for the tail, which is part 102. And I believe this is our final tail segment. This goes right out of the way and move that out of the way. Okay. We've got a few more screws here, so a few bits. Let's see what's going on. Right. Okay, so first up we need to bring in our Megazord, and we've got our tail end from previous builds. And so you want to bring in the right-sided piece, and this will fit on so. Where are you going? What are you doing there? Okay, so supposedly right. Right, okay, so retrieve the final body assembly from the dinosaur Tyrannosaurus you built in 62. From the right hand side, align the top screw post on the right side number 1 tailpiece to the center hole of the tail connecting piece. Connect the parts with the PB screw as shown in the picture. Right. Okay, so Tyrannosaurus, that is our right side. That's our left side. This is our right side. So this so I think, yeah, that's the only way it can go. And the instructions again aren't clear. However, while you're screwing in this piece here, this connector actually goes over the middle screw port. The instructions don't show or describe that, but that is the only way this lines up. Then we can screw in the connector. Grip underneath. There we go. That's through there. Okay, then with this facing down like that, it wants us. Next, retrieve the tail assembly prepared in issue 101. And position the center hole of the right side over the lower post of the right side. So that's going to connect like we've seen with the previous issues. So over the semi-ratchet joint. Okay. Then attach the connecting block to the top of the right side. So this comes in and will rest on this post here. Again, this looks like it's going to rotate round so it connects in there for when it's in dyno mode. So those are nice touched. I definitely really do like those little bits. Then we can bring the cover over and we can clip that on, and we will have 2 screw posts, 1 and 2, and this will see. One and 2. Okay, then we just need to put on our covers. So these will line up and go on like so, he says. Come on. Oh, there we go. And then the other side clips in like that. And that is our Tyrannosaurus's tail assembled. As far as I can tell, this should, it's stiff. This, I believe, will rotate. Oh. Rotate, and I then believe that this, yeah, acts as a connector for the tail when this is in dyno mode. So presumably you would then have the legs. But we'll see in time. Okay, for the time being, can go back around. That's our Zord tail, and that is the tail done. So next up we're going to be moving on to the legs, and again we are rapidly approaching that end stage. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time, stay safe and may the power protect you.